Last week, I played in the first solo cash cup of season 2, and unfortunately a big mistake in my last game meant that I ended up 10 points away from the top 600 which I needed to qualify. We only have 7 more solo cash cups left in the season, and I want to make sure that I don't let them all go to waste like I did last season. So today I'm going to be locking in and trying to qualify my first solo cash cup finals of season 2. If you guys go on to enjoy this video, make sure to drop a sub, and with that being said, let's get into game 1. To qualify here, I need around 270 points, and like I said in my last video, getting a good game to start off is super important, and so that's why me dying off spawn here was not the greatest sign. The tournament was still far from over though, and my early death in game 1 just meant that I was going to have an even better second game if I wanted to come back. No way, bro. So after getting a few mid-game kills, I decided to slow down a bit in order to make sure that I could get to the endgame with the really good loot that I had. Little did I know though, there was a secret pro who was in this lobby wiping everyone out, and just as I thought I was safe, I got keyed by them.
It's not mine, I'm dead to this kid, bro. Like, what the fuck?
So that was G-Money, Kanata's new teammate, and he put me down very quickly. I can't tell you guys what place I was in at this point because for some reason during this tournament there was a bug where whenever you would try to open the leaderboard your game would just crash. So all I know is I need to get to 270 points by the end of this tournament, and after that game I'm on 50. In my next game I was uncontested off spawn, but I got keyed out of nowhere by this other player, which meant that I was forced to fight him.
Fuck, bro. What is that kid doing?
So that guy gave me all the loot I needed to get stacked, and so after picking up another free kill, I decided to play it safe and wait for the endgame.
Like, oh my god. Ah, it's not a terrible game. I just couldn't get a refresh.
So that game gave me another 50 points, which was decent, but my next two games were a bit of a setback as I died early in both of them and didn't get any more points. That meant I had around an hour and a half left with 5 more games, and I still needed around 170 more points to qualify, so I'm really going to have to step it up in these next few games if I want to make this happen. I start off game 6 by getting a free kill by third-partying a fight, but after that, this game was honestly pretty scuffed because for some reason, every time someone shot at me, they decided to try and fight, so I had to keep disengaging. Eventually though, I made it to a point where I could box up safely, and that was when this happened.
Oh my god. Give me all of that shit.
So that kill gave me the best loot I could have asked for, so now all I had to do was wait for the endgame.
Oh my god, I forgot that medallion doesn't stop fall damage, man.
So that was definitely not one of my proudest moments. I mean, I don't deserve to ever get my hands on that medallion again. Anyways, since I missed out on a bunch of placement there, I still needed like 120 more points to qual, and in my next game, I got loot that was even better than what I had last game. I ended up getting into a fight with someone who burned through all my mats before I could kill them, so I decided to disengage, but that was when this happened.
Oh my god, man. Like, what? Oh my god. I had the greatest loot in the world.
I think me getting god loot might just be a sign that I'm about to die in one of the worst ways possible, but anyways, moving on. Now I only have 3 more games left, which means that I have no more room for error, and 1 more mid-game or off-spawn death would mean that my tournament would be over. Since I didn't have time to play all 3 of my games out though, I decided to play a little bit more aggressive in game 8.
Bro. Oh, fuck. Where's the chug jug, bro? Where's the chug jug? He had one.
So apparently chug jugs can just despawn now, and unfortunately since I never got my health up and the next zone pulled max distance, I went down pretty quickly into this endgame. Since I got a good amount of kills that game though, I was in a pretty good spot here with 2 more games left needing 80 more points. I know I need to slow down and play this game much more safely than I played the last one, so that's exactly what I do, and somehow I managed to get my hands on the minigun off spawn and take it all the way into the endgame, picking up a kill along the way. Hopefully this time I'll be able to actually do something with the mythic.
Oh, thought I was dead there. Thank God. Dead. No, man.
So the mythic curse strikes once again, and now I find myself with only one more game remaining and 230 points, meaning that I need 40 more points in my last game, which equates to around a top 10. I was uncontested here, and I quickly found myself with some absolutely crazy loot, but my one problem was that I wasn't able to find a bat this entire game. You basically need a bat to be able to do anything in these endgames, and so when I saw that I cracked this player's shields, I knew that I had to try and kill him.
He didn't have a fucking thing, man.
So unfortunately, I did all that for basically nothing, and I went through the rest of this game trying to find an extra bat in unlooted buildings, but I just couldn't. That was until I saw this player die in zone with a baseball bat, and I knew that it was going to be a really risky play because the zone pulled far, but I had to try and run into zone to get it for myself.
It's huge. Or should I play hay here? No, fuck it. It's pretty cool. I have to. go, man. I suck, bro. If I didn't qual, it's so on me. It's so on me if I didn't qual. 279, that should be enough.
I really need to stop going for heightened solos. I'm just so bad at staying aware and getting refreshes from it, but for some reason it's just so tempting to crank up when there's no one there. Luckily, a 9th place in my last game was just enough to secure it, and even though the in-game leaderboard was still bugged and not showing where I was, I ended in 312th. That of course means that I qualified for my first solo Cash Cup finals of Season 2. Thank you guys so much for watching, and make sure to drop a sub if you enjoyed, as it really helps me out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.